The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to the March 7th, the fantastic Friday edition of today's Trader's Edge Show. I'm your host, Stevie Perseverance Rhodes, who absolutely knows that each of us should always be pioneers of our future versus prisoners of our past. Hope everyone out there is having a great day. And let's make sure we have an extraordinary one. Now, the easiest way to do that, it's always remember that life is happening for us, not to us. That's right. When you and I make that one little 2x4 shift, it means we can find the gift in every set of circumstance that life is going to toss at us. Now, today, you and I, we're going to check on the circumstance of these markets. We'll go figure out what those bulls and bears, what those buyers and sellers are communicating to you and I at just past 11 o'clock in the morning. I do want you to know that I'm absolutely grateful for your presence here. But even more important than that, and that's this. During this next 53 minutes, I'm here to serve you. So feel free to send me an email. Send it off to steve@tfnn.com. Of course, if you're in our Tiger's Den, well, then any ping will do. So let's go ahead and get this show started on Fabulous Friday. Of course, this is Tiger Financial News Network. I'm Steve Rhodes. Welcome to the show. Well, we begin our day out here with a mixed bag. You got the Dow trading down 90 points, S&P's off 21, 71 for the NASDAQ 100, 11 points for the Russell. The Dow trannies are down 28, the semis are up 29. Gold is off $4, silver's down 36 cents, light sweet crude up 96 pennies, natural gas is off a nickel. 30-year Treasury is down just a tad. Let's take a quick peek here at some of the TD9 signals that we've got. Let's start with light sweet crude. Light sweet crude had completed a TD9 count pattern yesterday. It is rallying up towards its oscillator and change line. It's also trading with inside its profile. At the center of its profile is where the oscillator and change line is at. So 68.45 is a price target to the upside. A close above that, we should see a move to 70.60, and above that, 72.27. Of course, the key and the support, by the way, profile support is 65.76, but the key level of support is the TD9 count bottom, and that's at 65.22. If I look at the weekly time frame chart, we're trading below profile support there, not really terrific. We're consolidating inside the profile on a monthly basis for light sweet crude. It ought to rally up towards that oscillator and change line at a minimum. The XLU form bar number 8 of a TD9 count, likely to form a TD9 count bottom pattern today. Let's go check in on it and see where price needs to close. It's going to need to close below bar number 5, so it's going to be able to do that. So you're going to get a TD9 count bottom pattern that confirms today, completes on Monday. Yesterday may have been the bottom, may have been the low of the pattern, with price targeting this oscillator and change line up at 78.35. We like what the weekly chart looks like, which means price pulled back, tested and rejected support. The bottom of his profile, we like the monthly chart because right now price is sitting on a screen oscillator and change line. So we ought to get that rally inside the utilities, whether it starts today, Monday, or Tuesday. That I don't know, but it's going to go ahead and form a TD9 count bottom pattern. We've got the XLK. The XLK has a completed TD9 count bottom. Now, completed that pattern yesterday. We need to take a look at its low. You need to be able to know what that low is. Well, it actually looks like it's low of bar number 8. So the low of the pattern out here for the XLK is 214.26. If you close below that, we're headed lower. 209.71 would be the first price target, 195.49. Another price target, 203.01. That's if we close below that. Now, there's a new profile that formed 3 days ago. So ideally, price would close above 216.48 or move above 216.48. And then what we would see is a rally up towards the center of its profile, the red oscillator and change line, 223.13. If we look at what else we have, we got the XLC. So you got Facebook being the primary constituent inside there from a weighting standpoint. I can see that price is trading below its TD9 count bottom. It's going to be bar number 9. That low out there, this is the key low for the day. That is at 99.22. If price closes below that, we're at 99.13. We'll see 96.52. So that's the XLC. We got the SPYs, so the SPY, the S&P, the ES Mini out there, all forming TD9 count bottom patterns yesterday. The key level on the SPYs is yesterday's low. We're trading just below it right now. Yesterday's low, 570.21. You want to watch that at day's end. A close below that negates that signal, tells about a strong downward momentum move. I would then say where the SPY would likely target would be between 551.12 and 560.48. The SPY in a weekly time frame has a bearish structured profile, of which price has been above it for a couple of months, probably 3 months by now. So that would be the level where a counter trend move would come to an end should it get down into that area. No reason to look at the ES Mini right now. We'll do that, I'm sure, during the show. Finally, the last signal I've got for this set of instruments that we're tracking, NVIDIA. NVIDIA formed a TD9 count bottom pattern yesterday. That is, can't tell if that's a low. Let me give you the low on bar number 8, 110.11. Yesterday, 110.22. So it's 110.11. If price closed below 110.11, then what that tells you is strong downward momentum move for NVIDIA on its daily time frame. And the next level of support would be at 104.33. That would be the bottom of its weekly profile. That is a bullish structure. So you've got a buy zone, which is between 104.33 and 117.97. I believe that is it. Yeah, so that's all that I've got there. Now, let's take a quick peek at a few other things. Let's take a look at what's going on in the currency marketplace. U.S. dollar index getting stronger. Why? Well, because you have the U.S. dollar that's weakening, the yen that is weakening, and the pound that is weakening. Those three constituents make up 83% of the U.S. dollar index. In the case of the euro, there is no topping signal. Price is going to go target its TD9 count breakdown level. That's at the price point of 1.0936. In the case of the yen, not sure where it's going to target. It negated its by the D point pattern. It closed below its bullish hammer candle from March the 4th out there. So it's looking for another bullish reversal candle to confirm a bottom out there by the D point. In the case of the Great British Pound, there's no topping signal. Price is going to go target its TD9, its next TD9 count breakdown level, 1.2989. If all three of those things are going on at the same time, the U.S. dollar index is going to get whacked. And I do believe that it is going to get whacked and continue to get whacked as the euro, as we took a look at yesterday, totally changed its character, believes that the war is coming to an end out there. And so I don't think that it's just a one-day wonder to unwind that trade, at least as far as the euro. Do I think that long-term that the euro has made a significant bottom? The answer to that question is no, I do not. But that's what's going on. We take a look at currencies. Let's take a quick peek at the cash indices out there. It is the S&P and the Russell 2000 momentarily. It'll pop up on our screen out here that have the TD9 count bottom patterns, daily cash indices. So in the case of the TD9 count pattern for the S&P cash indice, if there's a close below yesterday's low, that'd be 57.1164, negates that signal. Dow Jones Industrials does not have any kind of a bottom signal, nor does the NDX 100, a TD9 count on the Russell, a close below its low, which was bar number 9. That low is at 20.48. If price closed below that, pattern gets negated. We see lower price coming at us. The New York Stock Exchange has a buy the D point pattern. That needs a close below 19,383.39. And the semis have a buy the D point pattern. They need a close below 44.6968 to negate that pattern. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the Opening Call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN has launched The Tiger's Den. Hosted at Discord, TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. So as you know, I wasn't with you yesterday. My wife had some surgery, outpatient surgery. She's doing just fine, home resting. And so last evening, I don't know the exact time, this is called around the 6:30-ish type time frame, but I'm not really sure out there. So we're driving. We live on the island, the Intercoastal Island. Here in Delray. So we're driving, we're coming across the bridge to get to the mainland, to get to CVS. And I look up in the sky and I see this gigantic, what looks like a cloud. So yesterday we had pretty clear skies out here, at least on the beach. And so I'm watching this big ball. It looks like a cloud. We both took a look at it and said, what is that? And moving at just fast rates of speeds. Now, on this cloud, at the very front of it, kind of like Rudolph the reindeer, instead of being a red light, it was a very bright white light. So it's kind of like, that's not a plane. I mean, really looking like a cloud. And then, so we're watching, it's trying to figure out, my wife says, what's that? I said, it might be our first UFO out there. Nothing was on the radio or anything like that. And I mean, nothing that was breaking news or anything like that we had heard of. And so we continued moving as that was moving out towards the ocean. And then when I get to the next vantage point, we're still looking at it. The smoke had gone away. And then all of a sudden just blew up. Now, we couldn't tell if it blew up. I mean, you could see there was all these pieces, but you didn't know. Yeah, it was like aliens, really, Mr. Bill. We didn't know if it had broken up or if it had broken into small pieces. And there were all these, it was the wildest thing to actually see. And it took quite, where we got the information about what was going on or what people were seeing? Off of our Ring, the Ring community, which is pretty wild. Anyways, we were sitting there trying to get pictures. It was just too hard between driving, trying to avoid getting into an accident, and so that was just it was wild, really wild to experience and see that. In any event, let's go to some of the requests out here. We've got a number. The first coming in. So I'm going to do that on these charts here. OKTA. So a couple of these are from Wednesday. I just wasn't able to get to them, so I still have those. They were for White Shark, Chris B, and Rye inside the Tiger's Den. So we take a look at OKTA. OKTA is trading with inside a slightly bearish structured profile. So your sell zone for this is between 107.94 and 116.96. When I say sell zone, this is where the sellers are at. Where's the and support is down at 95.90. The bottom. It's a new profile, by the way, White Shark, that is forming today. That's the daily time frame. Now, there's no topping signal or pattern that I have, at least at this moment in time. Weekly chart is trading above all kinds of resistance, so that looks good. The same for the monthly chart. You had 1 month. Last month it was a lower close, so really can continue to take off to the races out here. A little bit of concern on the very short term, and that is that it had a TD9 count bottom pattern that closed below at 11 o'clock this morning. So that is suggesting that we ought to get further retracement, further pullback. So the target's going to be 107.94, 102.98, maybe even 95.90. We take a look at Okta out there. So White Shark, thanks so much for hanging on for an extra couple of days out there. Chris B wanted you. So let's get that into the system out here and see what it is doing. And then the next one that we'll look at is TNGX. But I don't know what it is. The problem is one of the differences between my Ninja Trader chart is and versus the eSignal chart. On eSignal, it would give me the name of the entity too. I haven't figured out how to do that on Ninja Trader. I'm not even sure that I can. When we take a look at Quad U out here, negated a TD9 count bottom pattern for its daily time frame. Now, price has gotten back inside a profile. Daily profile, it's bearish in structure. Your support out here, Chris, is at 393. The daily sell zone between 450 and 469. On a weekly time frame, let's open this chart up just a tad out here. On a weekly time frame, this is, well, there's so many different A to B equals CD patterns out here. I'd really have to go back and let's see, what's the large one? This is on the weekly chart that we're looking at. So this is the larger one. So here's your A to B equals CD pattern. I'm going to draw in the A to B line, and I'm just going to simply take that A to B. I'm going to try to, that is. I'm going to take that B line. Oh, come on. There we go. And move that over to, so there's an A to B equals C. I'm not going to even go and take a look and see whether it's confirmed with price. Doesn't really matter. We're trading below support. We're trading below other signals. So weekly time frame for Quad U is 221 or so out there. Chris, if I take a look at the monthly time frame, price is trading below profile support. I close below on a monthly basis, a close below bar number 8 of its TD9 count. That low is at 419. That suggests that we had lower as well out there. So the quads on the U side here, other than the daily profile, you got to watch that 393 level out there. Looks like this longer term, intermediate term, wants lower price out there. The next request that came in, TNGX, this was from Rye on Friday. Let's go take a look at it, see what it is doing out here. Looks like, come on, populate. There we go. Trading at $2.12 with inside a bullish structured profile after forming 2 days ago a Rhodes momentum indicator bottom. That means with us trading above both its oscillator and change line and the center of its profile, what we ought to see out here is a move up to 244. Price can clear 244. That means close above it. Then your next target area would be 306. That's courtesy of the daily time frame. Do know that at 285, you would get some resistance on the weekly time frame. That's the bottom of its profile. And at 353, that's the bottom of the monthly profile. So we're trading below those profiles without any kind of bottom signals. What that would suggest to me, Rye, is that this is just a counter trend rally. Now, that doesn't mean that the counter trend ends at 244. It could get all the way up to the 306 level, but the weekly and the monthly time frame charts are suggesting that maybe this is just simply a counter trend move out there. Bob in Spokane wants to take a look at ARWR. That might have been from Wednesday as well. So we'll take a look at ARWR. It's trading out at about 1708. It's trading with inside a brand new profile that's forming today. That profile has support at 16 and change out here. It's at 1691, I believe it was. 1691. The center 1758. The top 1793 out there. So it is a bearish structured profile. On the daily time frame, let's open it up. I don't believe I see any kind of a bottom pattern out here. Yeah, I really don't see any kind of bottom signal when I take a look at the daily time frame for ARWR. Oh, I take that back. I've got a wave 7 bottom, letter G. So it does have a bottom. Your resistance at 1790, you got a sell zone out here. So your support is at 1691. We've covered that. Your resistance at 1793, and above that 1811 is also resistance. That is its oscillator and change line for its daily time frame. So it does have a bottom pattern. And it should, I don't know whether it's going to be able to take out the resistance levels or not. Let's look at the weekly chart. Weekly chart has a TD9 count bottom that will get negated today with a close below. This is the TD9 count bottom formed on October 11th, the week of October 11th, that is, not the day of October 11th. Well, would have been that day too. But a close below 1705, we're at 1680 or at 1706 right now. A close below 1705 negates that signal and says that we head lower. That was ARWR. That was for Bob in Spokane. We'll be right back.
Building wealth trading in the stock market seems impossible to most people. They think it's too volatile and risky. Most people aren't going to take the time to educate themselves on how to do it right. But you're not most people, are you? At TFNN, you'll get the guidance you need to refine your strategies and techniques to invest like a pro. Because you'll be a pro. All TFNN subscriptions, books, software, and courses are available at TFNN.com. And I'm even going to tell you how to get them for less. Use TFNN's Tiger Dollars and you'll get up to a 20% bonus on your purchase. And once you apply them to your account, Tiger Dollars are automatically used for all future or recurring charges. Tiger Dollars also never expire, are fully transferable, and are a great way to add savings to your newsletters or services. Become the investor you were born to be at TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
This year has already been a wild ride for the market. We started off heavily in the red, traversed back to all-time highs, and we now have a trade war looming. Trying to play this chop as an individual trader leads to death by 1,000 cuts. Where does this market go next? Should I add to this position or cut my losses? Where is the next opportunity? Tariffs, trade wars, analysis paralysis. Don't become a victim of this intense market. Instead, join Larry Pesavento over the second and fourth Friday of every month for 3 hours of live trading. Larry has been through many markets just like this one, and the insight he provides is invaluable. The dates for this month are March 14th and 28th, 9 a.m. to noon Eastern Time. Get in here and let's start trading. TFNN, educating investors.
This portion of the Trader's Edge is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Welcome back, folks. Let's see, one of our dinners was flying about 100 miles away from the Challenger back in 1986 when that thing exploded. I specifically remember that day as well. I had some stores down in Miami and Fort Lauderdale. I was flying from Orlando that morning down. In what was so strange was that it was really cold morning. We had freezing weather the night before, and we actually got de-iced in Orlando. First, I was surprised they actually even had de-icing equipment. But when I saw that, it kind of freaked me out a little bit. I said, maybe I ought to be driving down there. Maybe I ought to just take the 3-hour drive instead. And so, that was a horrible day. And you would see something like that just explode. Now you knew what that was. And so that was most certainly gut wrenching out there. Here, we didn't really know what this thing was. That was, we finally figured it out. Within about a half an hour or so. In any event, we're taking a look at the 30-year Treasury. This is from Mr. Bill inside the Tigers. And now, Mr. Bill, what I did here is I changed over from the June contract just to the continuous because we had just rolled into June. I'm not picking up much data for the weekly, or the monthly time frame out here. But it works good enough, at least for this stage here. And that is that there's a TD9 count top that's formed for the daily time frame. And the move to the downside may be over for the 30-year. And the reason is because it pulled back, both tested and rejected the bottom of its daily profile. If we look at the weekly time frame, the weekly time frame prices traded above profile resistance. We've been trading above profile resistance for a few weeks out here. That's a bullish signal. And really, now the thing is that you would say, what would be the price target? Well, you'd look for the next swing point. That's already hit, and it's tested and it's rejected this swing point out here. And that's the swing point that I'm referring to on a weekly basis from December the 6th out there. But as long as price remains above profile resistance and that oscillator and change line, can still rally easily. So the daily time frame or the monthly time frame, you've got a Rhodes momentum indicator pattern with a sideways consolidation that's going on. So what's happened on the 30-minute chart? 30-minute chart looks like the move when the jobs report came out this morning between 8:30 and 9. We saw a big spike to the downside, then a move to the upside. Now we're pulling back to the downside. The bottom line here on a 30-minute time frame, Mr. Bill, is to watch 117.03 out there. So do we have a bottom signal on a 30-minute time frame as price was pulling back yesterday? That would be a good question to ask. Probably there's an A to B. We could draw it an A to B equals C to. You could draw in a buy the D point pattern that was confirmed with this bull sash candle at 12 noon. And that was yesterday. So there was a bottom forming at the same time on a daily chart. Price was testing the bottom of its daily profile. So, Mr. Bill, I hope that helps you out. We have so your question was time to short. My answer is no. It's not time to short. I'd wait for a rally into that top of that profile. That would be something to look at. That's around the 118.24 level. Robert B. writes in, and Robert would like to know which charts are better, Apple or Meta? Apple or Meta? So let's take a look at Apple's charts out here, AAPL. And take a look at it. And we're going to look at it from obviously 3 different time frames. I'm not really interested in the 30-minute time frame. Robert is more of a long-term or intraday type investor, so he really wants to understand what those signals look like. And we take a look at Apple. Apple has both a confirmed monthly TD9 count top and Rhodes momentum indicator top. And price right now looks like we may close just below. I don't know if we will or we won't. Let me give you the number, the potential number. 239.59 is the green oscillator and change line. If we were to close below that, the signal is that Apple lost momentum and that we could see a further retracement out there. The reason why I say could see is because when that green oscillator, when the oscillator and change line is green, how about if I say when the green oscillator and change line is green? That would have been really smooth, wouldn't it? When it is green, it tells us we have a price oscillator that is above zero, and those are bullish conditions. So the monthly time frame has given us a topping signal, and now the question is, has it lost its momentum, and do we see lower lows? If you look at the weekly time frame, you have a 3-river evening star Rhodes momentum indicator top. Price had closed below the bottom of its profile for more than a few sessions. It is a slightly bullish structured profile, but notice how what price did was the rally basically stopped at the center of that profile. So that suggests that maybe the rally that we've seen on the weekly basis or any basis here, it's finally out of steam. The problem with drawing that conclusion is price is still trading with inside the profile. If we traded below it, might be a different thing. It being, let me give you that number, 236.94. A daily time frame chart, you've got a TD9 count top, prices pulled back. It's pulled almost back to its breakout level, very close yesterday at 228.13, formed a nice bullish hammer candle, but price remains below key levels of resistance. The first one being the oscillator and change line, which you can see that's priced at 239.14, and you see 242.39, the bottom of its daily profile. So Apple's got tops for the daily, weekly, and monthly out there. So it's kind of just, I won't be able to remember all this stuff, but as far as which charts look better, Robert, right now, all three of these have got topping patterns out there without any real bottoming signals per se. So now let's go see if we can say the same thing about Meta. Take a look at Facebook, because we're trying to determine for Robert which of these charts look better out there. And again, it's more of the intermediate term time frame and longer term time frame that Robert is interested in. We're just waiting for the charts to populate. But what I can see out here is in the case of Meta on a daily time frame, we're trading below profile support. We're trading below its oscillator and change line. It says it wants lower price. The weekly chart formed a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top, and this week looks like we're going to take out profile support at 662.38. That says lower price. Lower price to where? So that's a really good question. The lower price to where right now is simply going to be the monthly oscillator and change line. So it's not much further. That number is at 600 even Steven. If price were to close below that on a monthly basis, in the case of Facebook, Meta, you can see that price has been trading above the green oscillator and change line since March of 2023. It's now March of 2025. If we close below that green oscillator and change line, that will tell you that it's lost its momentum and it's headed lower. Robert, I don't think that either of these at this moment in time right now are better. I know you were talking about, which of these two would be better, anticipating that the stock market might bottom out there. I would say both these charts are not looking really pretty out there, but you draw your conclusions based upon what information I provided to you, and please write back to me with some other questions. You did say, or maybe it's the Dow Diamonds. Okay, to maybe instead of looking at individual stocks, taking a look at the actual an actual indice. You threw out the Dow Diamonds out there. You know what I like about the ES Mini and the Russell 2000, maybe you won't like it today, is that they've got bottom patterns, whereas in the Dow Diamonds, we've got zip. We've got nada. All the Dow Diamonds are doing, I'm going to open up the daily time frame chart. Dow Diamonds are trading now inside its swing point from the 13th. So if it closes the day below 423.24, we're at 422.86. The volume on that swing point is 2.6 million shares. So far the day, in 2 hours of trading, we've done one. Wow, it's moving lower with volume. Robert, the Dow Diamonds are going to go test that low, 418.51. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstack's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstack releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pros pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direction. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direction.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direction.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Welcome back, folks. We're taking a look at the December wheat contract. This is for YOY inside the Tiger's Den. The December wheat contract, Y went ahead and completed a TD9 count bottom pattern yesterday. Price is trading with inside its new profile. That profile has support at 591.58 and resistance up at 616.88. That is likely where price is headed to. Now, things are going to slow up here for a moment. I should have timed it a little bit better. I fired up the black background charts out there, and so that to help answer a couple of other questions out there, and now I can see that I just shouldn't have done that. On a monthly time frame out here, what I see for the wheat contract, I'd prefer to put the continuous up here, but I think I've got enough data. The monthly time frame has a Rhodes Momentum Indicator bottom pattern out there. I don't have any profiles to provide to you, at least at this stage here. Let me see if this will shut down. There we go. Okay. So you've got a nice bottoming pattern on the monthly time frame, and you've got looks like a TD9 count bottom pattern you do on the weekly time frame. Now, the weekly time frame, that TD9 count pattern took price up to a prior set of swing points and pulled back. And right now, it's testing support. So your weekly profile support at 588.43 out here. So the daily is saying it may have bottomed. If you can close above 616.88, you're likely to see it move up to 653.25. So that's what we take a look. That's what we are looking at. We take a look at the wheat contract out there. GORO. We haven't gotten to this one. This was from Rye inside the Tiger's Den. So we'll take a look at that. Give me a moment here. We've got, I told you it was going to slow down. I wasn't sure just how much, but now I know it's brought down to its knees out there. We take a look at Goro on the daily time frame, trading at 65 cents. It negated a TD9 count top yesterday. It's trading above profile resistance. It's trading above its green oscillator and change line. The daily chart says I want higher price. The weekly chart is going to negate a TD9 count top. It is trading above its green oscillator and change line. It is trading above the top of its profile. It says I'm in full bore rally mode. Now, the monthly time frame chart is suggesting that price has a Rhodes Momentum Indicator bottom pattern out there. That's suggesting over time it wants to get up to $1.79. I'll open up the daily time frame chart. I hesitate to do this with everything running because the question is, can I close it? So I don't see anything, at least with this set of data. Let me pull it back just a tad further. You are trading into a swing point that takes us back on a daily time frame, takes us back to April 4th, 2024. 3.5 million shares traded hands that day. So far, in 2 hours of trading, this has done 4.8 million shares. So price is pushing into that swing point with volume. Should be able to take it out, no problem. So GORO is good to go to the upside out there. Rose wrote in, she wants to take a look at SIRI, SIRI, that's the ticker symbol. And so we'll get these charts here fired up. I can see we've taken a little bit of a leg to the downside. Dow's down, 336, S&P 58, NASDAQ at 254. Out there, that's not good. Gold is down 5. Silver's off 30 cents. We're waiting for the charts here for SIRI to populate. They have. You've got price trading with inside its daily profile. I don't have a bottom signal. And so price is trading between support and resistance. Support, 23.36. Resistance, 24.68. If price were to close above 24.68, the target would be 26.14, a TD9 count breakdown resistance level. If price closes below 23.36, its downside target is its breakout level. So I would say that Syria is consolidating between where it broke out and where it broke down, and that's between 21.99 and 26.14. That's the message from the daily chart. Weekly chart formed a Rhodes momentum indicator bottom, took price right up to where price should have ended if it was a counter trend move. It, in fact, did that, but a new profile formed last week. It has a buy zone between 21.26 and 21.95 out there. So if you're looking to take an entry into this, you got 21.99 as the breakout level on the daily and 21.26 to 21.95 as the buy zone on the weekly. The monthly chart has a confirmed Rhodes momentum indicator bottom pattern. About 2 weeks ago, it formed a bullish hammer candle to confirm that pattern. 27.83 is a key level of resistance. 31.16 is another. 34.49. So it looks like to me, Rose, you've got bottom patterns, weekly and monthly. That is good. Consolidation on the daily chart out here, and it looks to me like you got a bunch of battles up ahead. Now the 30-minute time frame chart is pulling back, may just pull back to test support in the 24.06 type area out there, but the weekly is somewhat cautionary, but I could see taking a trade between 21.26 and 21.95, and then just pay attention as price gets up to 26.73. What is it doing? Next question coming in from Alton, wants to take a look at ticker symbol CTRA. CTRA. Let's get that up on our screen out here. See what we have. We are going to take a look at the Dow and other currencies eventually. We'll take a look at the U.S. dollar index for Hector. We took a look at the 3 primary currencies that make up the U.S. dollar index, the euro, the yen, and the pound. We're also going to look at HOOD and CAG, and I think that covers all the requests out here. Right now, we're just waiting for the charts to populate on CTRA, and that looks like you've got a TD9 count bottom that's going to confirm today and going to complete tomorrow, Monday. That says that price ought to rally up towards the Sasser and change line. That current print is 26.77. Weekly chart, you're trading below support. You were trading below profile support last week as well. This is a profile change in trend to the downside. So it may be just a counter trend move that you're seeing that's going to unfold or could unfold for the daily time frame. On a monthly basis, you have a consolidation with inside its profile. It's trading into the sell zone right now, and on a monthly basis, that's between the level of 25.60, 26.26 out there. Yes, Phil, I got ConAgra. Yeah, we're going to do that. So price right now is trading just below support on the monthly time frame. Too early to know whether that's an issue or not. You got a TD9 count bottom pattern on the 30-minute time frame chart where price was unable to take out resistance, 26.15. So now it's pulled back and now it's testing the support level. But CTRA, Alton, is going to go ahead, as I say, on a daily basis, form a TD9 count bottom pattern today, complete that pattern on Monday, and you should get a rally at least up to the 26.26 level out there. Our next question is to take a look at HOOD, HOOD out here. Let's see what it is doing. We've got HOOD that is, I don't know what it's doing. I got to wait for it to populate. Come on. So what are you doing with your weekend? I'm not sure what I'm doing with my weekend. I'm actually in the process of trying to purchase a new set of irons. Clubs I've got, just several of them have just kind of worn out, and it's at my age, it's time to get some new shafts out there. In any event, we take a look at HOOD. Daily time frame is trading below profile support. It had a Rhodes momentum indicator top, so this says it wants lower price. Lower price to where? Well, the first lower price level would be, a lower price. Let me do this. Let's answer that question more accurately. Indicators. So we're gonna put a couple more breakout levels on the screen here momentarily. So that's really looking for on the daily time frame is where are the next 2 breakout areas. So we've only picked up one of them. Let's go pick up. Oh, I put in 2. Where's the next one at as this populates? So 32.90. So you got 32.90 as a very likely price target for Hood. On a weekly time frame, again, you're going to close below profile support. That adds the idea of moving to 32.90. Monthly time frame, maybe pulling back to test support. And that's at the 32.59 level. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back. We'll look at CAG for Phil. We're going to take a look at the Dow and other currencies and the U.S. dollar index. We'll be right back.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pros pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
Welcome back, folks. We're taking a look at ConAgra. This is for Phil in the St. Pete, Tampa Bay area. And it's been a nice rally today. And it's about to run into some potential significant resistance. 27.81, we're 27.72. No, 27.81 is a daily TD9 count breakdown level. We just cruised through the first one this morning. That was at 26.26. So now we've got the second one. The reason why it's significant resistance is because when you look at the monthly chart, price has run into resistance at its oscillator and change line. That current print is 27.67, and we're trading at 27.70. So you'd like to see, even today, you'd like to see it get above that, stay above. We'd love to see it take out 27.81, quite frankly, because then you're continued off to the races. Now, I'm not saying to sell or anything like that or short. Looks like it might be a decent bottom out here. Certainly, that's what the weekly chart and the daily charts are confirming for you. Now the question is, will those continue? And you've got that 27.81 level to be dealing with. So I hope that helps you out, Phil. And thanks for waiting in your request. Let's take a look at the U.S. dollar index. This is for Hector and Patty, and their question is, will the U.S. dollar index get back to the 99 level? Well, if you look at the weekly time frame, upper right-hand corner chart out here, you can see when we take a look at the retracement level from that, in essence, 99 level out here, the lows from back in 2024, September 2024, that is, you can see it's made a 0.618 retracement. So we have to take this one step at a time. The next support level to the downside would be at the 0.786 area. That's at 101.79. You can see in the daily, you've got a nice A to B equals CD pattern to the downside. No idea where that will end. What we do know is that requires a bullish reversal candle to confirm a bottom pattern out there. And if we take a look at the Dow, priced in all major currencies out here, it looks like the Stevie, it's moving lower in all currencies. Slightly lower in the Aussie dollar, but it is moving lower in all currencies. Folks, stay tuned for all the great programming. Thanks so much for joining me on Fantastic Friday. Have a fabulous weekend, and I look forward to seeing you on Monday. Take care now.